the Cincinnati Bengals have made another signing, which is obviously huge because of the fact Cincinnati usually in the offseason likes to play it pretty conservatively. And this newest signing has had some mixed reviews, and it's kind of questioning to me. Well, not mixed reviews, more of they're hoping for something else, if that makes sense. And I'll dive into that a little bit deeper when we start into looking at their support. But before I start talking about anything, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Bengals Digest channel, where I'll be talking about the Bengals every day, if not every day, every other day. Everything Cincinnati Bengals will be going down on this channel, Bengals Digest. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it because I know you guys don't like to wait. Bengals have signed guard Lucas Patrick to a 1-year, $2.1 million deal, so we got him for pretty cheap. He's a 31-year-old, 6'3", 313 pounds. The narrative that is going around, obviously he's not the big-name guards we were discussing earlier in some previous videos about who we should go after, right? But in my opinion, he's a massive upgrade to what we had last year. And I don't think they should be done in free agency with guards, but I think this is a great start and a huge signing in the offensive guard room, right? I trust Scott Peters with, obviously he was a part of this signing in some reason, and he sees something in Lucas Patrick that a lot of fans don't see. A lot of fans were upset at this signing and the fact that he was visiting, saying he's going to come in and be a backup, right? And in my opinion, bring in anybody except the two guards we had last year. I know we still have Olsen, but bring in anybody besides the guards we had last year, and our offensive line gets better, right? And to get better for $2.1 million a year is not bad at all. Do I think they should be done? No, I think we should bring in one more, and I'll talk about the guy I think we should bring in who's still available, and then I would draft somebody. But to me, this is a huge start. Like, let's go back and look. I got to flip around my papers. Let's look at what Alex Kappa did last season, right? PFF grade-wise. So you know how much I love my PFF grade-wise. So everybody's freaking out. Lucas Patrick, we just signed a guy to be a backup. But listen to this. Last year, Alex Kappa, overall, 50.5 PFF grade, one of the worst among all offensive guards, definitely below average. Pass grade, 39.7 pass block grade, heavily below average, one of the worst among all guards. 54.9 run block grade, one of the worst among guards, below average. 2 penalties and 8 sacks. And now we're bringing in Lucas Patrick, who everybody is very, very mad about or seeing it as a backup position. And I think he could easily come, not saying he should be given the starting role, but I think he can easily come in and fight for the starting role. Last season, Lucas Patrick, PFF grade-wise, overall, 64.6, above average, 54th among all guards. Pass block grade, 60.3, above average, 79th among all guards. Run block grade, 66.3, above average, 47th among all guards. He had 6 penalties with 0 sacks. But what is the biggest thing with the offensive guard rooms, especially with the Bengals, what we had a problem with last season, was the fact that our guards were allowing Joe Burrow to hit the ground. Lucas Patrick did not let his quarterback hit the ground last season. And that's exactly what the Bengals need. We need to make sure we have a guard that is not going to allow Joe Burrow to be hit. And that's what Lucas Patrick is. If he ends up getting the starting position, I think he would be fine. And he's a very versatile player. He's played guard and can play center. So if for whatever reason Ted Karras goes down, we can plug in Lucas Patrick to the center room and hope that like Matt Lee can come in and play offensive guard. And I think, or Cody Ford, you know what I'm saying? Because Cody Ford is a good, versatile offensive lineman. I think Lucas Patrick could be that next guy, somebody who can go in, play guard or center, and do very well for the Bengals for cheap. For a 1-year deal, that's cheap. So me personally, I really like this signing. Obviously, we needed to do something after releasing Alex Kappa. I think Lucas Patrick is an okay signing, meaning it's not the best you could have done. Definitely not the worst you could have done, because the worst you could have done is extend Alex Kappa. So I think he's going to come in and compete, and that's exactly what he's expecting. Let's see what he had to say about this signing. So this was during an interview, and Lucas Patrick was asked about what he thinks his role is with the Bengals is going to be next season. This is what he said. Come in and compete. See how things shake out. I know there's still a draft, and they're probably filling out some more spots, but I'm just fired up to be a Bengal and work with the staff and the players who are there. There are some pretty elite players who will be exciting to be teammates with from what I've seen from afar. So obviously, He's excited to be a Cincinnati Bengal, and I'm excited to have him in the stripes next season. He's obviously fired up to be in Cincinnati. He's fired up to wear the stripes, and I'm fired up that he's going to be wearing the stripes, protecting Joe Burrow. Obviously, he's going to fight for that spot. I don't think he's going to be handed the starting spot, but I am glad and happy that he is on the Bengals, and that has made the third signing that we have. Every single player we've signed in this offseason that has not been a Bengal previously was with the Packers at one point. So this is the third Packer we have signed. That is TJ Slayton, obviously. Oren Burke started his career with the Packers, and Lucas Patrick also started his career with the Packers. And now they're all three in the stripes, going to help the Bengals win a Super Bowl next season. But obviously, what still baffles me, right? Look at this. I'm going to have to read this a little bit closer. Bengals signed veteran guard Lucas Patrick to show up to shore up the unit. There we go. Played the large majority of the snaps at left guard last season and had a 93.5% pass block win rate last season per ESPN Next Gen. Bengals averaged 86.3% in that category last season. That's an improvement to me. That's a massive improvement to me. Signing him improves our offensive line significantly to me. A lot of the Bengals Twitterverse or Xverse saying this is a backup, and if he is the backup next season, I'm fine with that because he'll be a good plug-in guy, versatile guy. But if he's winning pass block, has a pass block win percentage of 93%, yeah, sign me up for $2.1 million for 1 year. Yeah, sign me up. Allow him to protect Joe Burrow. Go get a ring, and don't allow Joe Burrow to hit the ground. And then I think that's an A+ signing if that is what that turns out to be. But I don't think they should be done. And the guy that I think they should go after is still available. We talked about before, Brandon Scherff, right? Offensive guard from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is still available. I think he would be a good signing. 33-year-old, 6'5", not 65, 6'5", 315 pounds, PFF grade-wise. Overall, 64.7, 53rd among all guards, above average. Pass block grade, 74.5, 19th among all guards, above average. And run block grade, 54.3, slightly below average, 96th among all guards. 2 penalties and 0 sacks. So if we can bring in Lucas Patrick and Brandon Scherff, combined 0 sacks compared to Alex Kappa and Cordell Volson's last year with 14 sacks combined, and we bring in 2 new guards, and they have a combined 2024 sacks of 0, and they played significantly in the 2024 season, and we bring our guard room from 14 total sacks to 0 total sacks, yeah, that's a massive improvement, and I think the Bengals should be all over that. I think they should be calling Scherff right now and be like, what is it going to take for you to be in the stripes next season? Hey, protect Joe Burrow, one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the league. Protect Joe Burrow. Don't allow him to hit the ground, and then go get a ring and then retire. I think that's a perfect sales pitch, and I don't know why it hasn't been done yet. But that is the video today. Just to recap once again, the Bengals have signed veteran guard Lucas Patrick to a 1-year, $2.1 million deal. Once again, I like it. He allowed 0 sacks last season. That's what I'm most concerned about with Joe Burrow, keeping him off the ground. He has experience at guard and center, so he can be plugged into multiple different roles in the offensive line. So I like the signing, but let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the Bengals Digest channel. If you love the Bengals as much as I do, I'll be talking about them daily, if not daily, every other day, right here. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below what you think they should do with the guard room. I still think they should draft somebody either early or late. If it's early, I like Tate Rowledge. If it's late, I like Clay Webb from Jack State. Tate Rowledge from Georgia, former teammate of Amarius Mims. Comment down below how you feel about the signing and who else you think they should sign or draft coming up in April. But thank you so much for watching. For the Bengals Digest channel, I'm Carson Lokey. Have an amazing one, and God bless.